Y'all, iPhones are out here looking like Androids, and I am here for it. What's going on, everyone? So in front of me, what I have is my iOS 14 setup on my iPhone 11 Pro Max, and I'm excited, y'all. I'm in love. The focus in this video is going to be how I got my setup to look like this and how you can too. So I'm gonna link everything down below in the description box. Let me first introduce myself. I'm Tech Me Out. I do a lot of content on my channel in relation to tech. Any of that sounds good to you, feel free to subscribe. And as you're watching, feel free to like the video if you feel inclined to. So the cool thing about this is that these icons are customized using shortcuts. And then, you know, we got a little widget over here known as color widgets, a photo box widget that has a picture of me and my girlfriend, and it's gonna cycle through like different photos of us. And then another photo widget that cycles through different quotes. So the way I have things set up here is on my main page, I have my essential apps, and I can't even take full credit, y'all. It's Classic Cam, if you follow my channel, you know him, but he's the one that actually put me onto this and, you know, did this very aesthetically pleasing setup here. So the first thing you're gonna wanna do is pick a theme. I went with a brown gold. If you're not sure where to find wallpapers, there's an application actually called Backgrounds, I wanna say. This is a really great wallpaper app. You can just come in here, explore, check out some different ones and theme it around a wallpaper in there. After you got your wallpaper set, choose your top apps. And in my case, because I went with this type of layout, it allowed me to have 8 essential applications. So after you have your essential apps in mind, you're then gonna go to the internet and you're gonna download images for those apps. Once you have your images downloaded, you can then head into your Shortcuts app. Hit the plus symbol, select Add Action. In the search bar, you're gonna type Open App. Then you're gonna select it right there in the list. And then you're gonna hit Choose. And in my case, the one that I'm gonna, use for demonstration purposes is Clock. Then you're gonna select the 3 dots. You're gonna name the app whatever you want it to be. Then you're gonna select Add to Home Screen. On this page here is where you actually choose the image by tapping that icon there, choose Photo. It's gonna open up your gallery. Already downloaded an image that I'm gonna choose. You can resize it as necessary and then select Choose. And then I'm gonna select Add. And now it's added to my home screen. So when I go here, boom. So there's my Clock app, and when I tap on it, it opens up the Clock app. But you might have noticed there when I did that, it does take a second to get there because it first has to run the shortcut via the Shortcuts app and then it heads over to the app. So there is a slight delay. That is one of the downsides about it. But another thing that you lose in doing icons like that are your badges, which I'm kind of missing a little bit because I like, seeing my badge number on my messages. But I will say the fact that, I can't see any badges, I will say there's a little bit less distractions, Then aside from that, I did notice that sometimes the app would stall in trying to run the shortcut. But when that happens, all you have to do is close it out from the multitask switcher and you're good to go. But that has happened a couple times already in one day. So yeah, it's not the smoothest setup, but you gotta admit, it is probably one of the best looking setups on an iPhone. Now, the next thing you're gonna wanna set up are your widgets, and you're gonna want to choose your widgets with purpose. You know what I mean? Like, you want widgets that are important to you. But if you do like the way that mine's laid out, I used color widget here, and I'm gonna show you how I did that. So you're gonna long press on your screen, hit the plus symbol, then you're gonna search for color widgets. So then you're gonna choose the size of the widget that you want. And for this one, I'm gonna choose this medium sized one here, select Add Widget, and then you can hit Done, tap on it, and it's gonna launch the Color Widgets app. So once you're in here, you have all of these kind of preset, widgets that you could choose from, but you can customize one by just simply tapping on it and then selecting Edit Widget. Once you've done that, you can then come in here and change the background to be like a light background color, dark. The theme is gonna change the font, and then you can actually change the font. But something that I noticed in using a background image is that you can't change the theme. So whatever color it assigns, to go on top of the image, you're stuck with that. Then once you're done, you're gonna hit Set Widget, and back to my home screen. Okay, there we go. So now I have that there. The other widget I have is Photo Box Widget. So I'm gonna show you how to set that up. So long press, plus symbol, search for the Photo Box Widget, and then you can choose which type of picture box you want. So I'm gonna choose, let's go with the small one. I'm gonna hit Add Widget. Now, if you wanted to cycle through different pictures, you're just going to tap on it And then you're gonna, swipe until you get to a blank page like this. You're gonna hit select image and then choose your picture that you want, and then it'll load there, and then hit next image, so forth and so on. And then the pictures will cycle. But I will say it's not perfect. It cycles when it wants to. So although it's supposed to cycle every 10 minutes, it doesn't. It's hit or miss. I don't mind that, but if you do, then you might want to check out a different one, such as Photo Widget. So with that one, very similar concept. You choose the size you want. I'm gonna choose this one, add widget. And that's actually what I use for my quotes. So I'm gonna hit done. And then when you tap on it, you can just come in here and hit the plus symbol to add different pictures that you want in there. I wanna say that one probably cycles a little bit more consistently than Photobox. That's just my experience. It might be smooth for you. So that's the setup here that I have on my first page. Now with iOS 14, you do have the ability to move apps to the app library, which is like huge, because then you don't have to have this cluster of applications on your home screen. Instead, you can just, find an app, long press on it, and then select remove app, and it'll then ask you, hey, do you want to delete it or you want to move it to your app library? When you tell it move to the app library, it will remove it from the home screen here, and then you would find it by swiping all the way to the right, and then all of your apps will be in there. Another quick tip, if you're like me and you have your folders set up and you're just nervous about moving all of those things over into the app library, what you can do instead is long press on your home screen, tap these dots at the bottom, and then deselect the page that has those items on it. And then when you select done, that page is gone. So I no longer have that page that I just made. But the cool thing is I can long press again, hit the dots at the bottom, find that page that I removed, select it again, hit done, and it's back. Just the way I made it. And that's so clutch because say for instance, like you want a certain layout of apps for work. You have the power to make it visible when you need it and hide it when you don't. Now some other widgets that I have installed are my calendar widget, so that I can see what's coming up next, my battery widget, so I can monitor my different Bluetooth devices, my activity widget, and then I actually have a shortcut, y'all. I have it set up right here so that when I tap on this, it launches one of my favorite stations. Ooh, I didn't know it was about to play. It actually launches one of my favorite stations in Apple Music. So I don't even have to go into the music app and search my playlist. And I was able to access that via the Shortcuts app. So if you go in there and you go to Gallery, down here in the bottom right, it starts to help you create a shortcut through its own recommendations. The music routine I actually got through Explore Apple Music, that section. So when you hit see all, it has all these different shortcuts that you could use. So this is the one I did right here. Start playing a pre-selected playlist immediately. So if I select that, then you hit add shortcut. And now you want to choose the playlist that you want it to automatically play. And then I'm gonna hit done. And I'm gonna hit keep both. And now it's added to my shortcuts. For me to get it to my home screen, let's tap these three dots and then hit add to home screen. And I could also customize the image for this as well. So now it's on my home screen, so when I tap on it, it's gonna instantly run that shortcut and play my mood playlist. Moving on to my next page, I have a picture of some coffee. This was done with Widgetsmith. So, long press here, hit the plus symbol, search for Widgetsmith, then choose the size that you want. I'm gonna go large, hit add widget, and then you can select done. Now when you tap on it, you have three tabs. We're gonna move over to the widgets tab. This actually is pretty cool because it lets you set up, so to speak, different templates that you can switch between. But if I hit add large widget, it's gonna give me a new template to play with. So I just tap on that. And this is where you can choose if you want it to be the time or, a photo, or you can choose photos in an album, custom text. You can make it blank. You can see your upcoming events, reminders, or if you get the pro version, you can get the weather. But let's say I chose time here. I can choose the location, the font, the tint color, then the background color, and then the time format. And then once all of that is done, you can hit back. Then you can tap up here where it has the title and rename it, and then select save. And then to see it here, I'm gonna just long press, edit widget, tap here, and then choose the one that I want, which is going to be my calendar. So then I'm gonna tap there, and boom, There we go. Now the widget I have under my coffee picture here is zones. So this is gonna give you your last 1 to 4 workouts that you've done and some additional information about them. Now on this third page here, this top widget I have is known as memo widget. And this is really great when you just need to jot something down real quick. Then beneath that, I have Hey Weather. You can't customize this. This is one of those that has the in-app purchases and the monthly subscription and all that. Then I have my other 4 commonly used apps there. And next to that, I have ETA. So ETA is pretty cool because it's gonna let you know how far you are from a set of predefined places. So you can put maybe your house in there, your job, the mall, wherever you frequent. And it'll tell you from your current location how far you are from those locations. And via widgets, it's even quicker access because I can just tap on it and it'll instantly launch into my chosen maps app and start giving me directions. I'm still customizing things. This will probably look different, you know, by the end of the week, knowing me. So yeah, that's pretty much everything, but I would love to see what you all create. So definitely send me some screenshots on Twitter of your home screen at TechMeOut. That's TechMe0UT. You know I love a good inspo. Oh, and one more thing, I also, enabled Backtap so that I can actually tap on the back of my phone 3 times and instantly take a screenshot. And if you don't know how to do that, all you have to do is go into your settings, search for Backtap, tap the search result, then scroll to the bottom, select Backtap, and then choose what you would want to happen if you double tap the back of your phone or if you triple tap the back of your phone. I felt like I might easily trigger it if I, set it for double tap, so I chose the triple tap option. So far, so good. If you happen to be on Instagram, I'm also up there, so feel free to give me a follow. Same name, TechMe0UT. But I think that's gonna do it, y'all. If you have any additional questions, drop them down below. And as always, thanks for taking the time out to let me tech you out.